Hello. And here I am looking for stuff. I am, if you are on here, anybody, I am doing free readings tonight. Also, doing two unboxings. Two different unboxings. All right, let me see here. Actually, I'm gonna set these up. Okay, you can, TikTok can see them, but so I was gifted a couple of decks. Um, they're both uh, pretty much what I things that I love that I find interest in. So the classical mythology oracle and the astrology deck. This one's going to be very interesting. So I kind of like that. Okay, but I got my pen if anybody wants a reading. Ugh. Good evening, Lady Morgana. Thank you for joining. And I'm going to be seeing more. I'm going to be doing more things. I completed my where are they? Right here. Aromatherapy. Shoot. Certification in aroma, Reiki, level 1, 2, and 3 master teacher. So that's the one for aromatherapy, and this is the one for reflexology. I love my teacher. He has a lot of great classes. So with that, with my new certifications, I am now able to do energy work from toe to head. You know, we start in the feet with reflexology, you move up. I have certifications in crystal healing and now the aromatherapy. So whenever I am out there and you do want me to come to for an hour, you get the whole pampered experience, and I'm really excited about that. But anyway, thank you all for joining. I appreciate you. Okay, so help me out. Which one first? The astrology deck or the classic mythological deck? The classical mythology oracle. Which one? I know which one I want to do, but I'm trying to leave it up to those of you sticking around and watching. Okay, which deck? Whoa, the astrology. The astrology one's trying to escape. And I don't know what either one of these are, what's in there. I have not opened them yet. Okay. All right. So let's start with the astrology deck. See, yeah, I told you it was starting to escape. So it's doing its own thing. Your guide to the meaning and myths of the cosmos. So this is the astrology deck. Hold on. Yes, I realize it's blurred. I mean, let me see if I have anything here to open. Yes. So my first question to you is, are we gonna have to pull out the black candles? That's my question. Is it one of those situations? Because I'm ready. So I've been going through a lot in the past almost year. It's been a little over a year since I had my surgery, and it's doing better. Okay. Here's a little booklet. You know what they say about booklets, but we are unboxing, so let's see. The components of the astrology deck. It presents a fun and interactive way to understand astrology and read birth charts. Okay. Okay, I could be done with this. Um, the package includes 3 components designed to be used together. This booklet provides a color-coded key and description for each of the 8 categories of cards, giving basic background on each grouping and a specific significance in astrology. Celestial cards, birth chart. Okay, the planets, the signs. Oops. Asteroids, aspects, eclipses and transits. Which we do have a eclipse upon us. So it's the lunar eclipse in Virgo, I believe. Okay, so the qualities, lunar phases, and phenomenon. Okay, so that's the first thing. Is the little like pamphlet book. Well, I isn't Mercury coming into retrograde? Okay, so then birth chart. Oh, oh my God! Look, it is. This is the cutest. Oh my gosh! Yeah. Ta-da. Has all the houses. Fill in zodiac signs. Oh no! Like I might put this on the printer and try to make a copy of it, but I am never using it. Filling in the birth chart. Once you've calculated your chart online, take note of where the signs, planets, and asteroids appear in the online chart. Then lay this chart on the table floor and start placing the cards alongside the houses in this chart, leaving the description side up so you can read about the significance. Dude, you have to know your birth chart and houses to find out. Oh, I'm hungry. Wow. Okay, now let's have a look at the cards. Okay, so they're two-sided. The planet's number 10 card is the sun. Okay. Maybe I need to start this the other way. The lunar core. The first freaking one I picked was Black Moon Lilith. And my Black Moon Lilith is in Virgo. I love that. So then lunar. So Black Moon Lilith, Super Moon, Blood Moon, Waning Crescent, Last Quarter. And all the backs look like this. First quarter new moon. So that's all the moons. Wait a minute. Yeah. I was like, was there a blue moon? But yes, there is a blue moon. All the moons. And then the qualities. Don't run away from me. How dare you? Cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal, fixed, and mutable reminds me of the three kids that kidnapped Santa Claus in Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what that reminds me of. Oh yeah. Okay. elements. So there's a card for each element. Air, earth. What? Only air and earth. And there's water. Kidney fire. Did you try to hide from me? I knew you were missing. Fire. Eclipses and transits. Semi-sextile, lunar eclipse, planetary return, retrograde phases, pre-shadow retrograde, post-shadow retrograde. If I figure out how to use this deck, it's going to be a miracle. Oh, give me 1 second. Hold up. I got to show you something. Okay, so if you didn't know that I'm an astrology head, that I love astrology. I use the celestial deck as my primary deck. Give me a sign. It's a board game. With their trivia questions. And you have your cards. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, all the way down through. Little cards. I know I'm all over the place here, but I got excited over astrology and I wanted to share. So that is, I'm looking for that to be a game. I have posted some of the trivia questions up on our Rowan Temple of Light Facebook page. If you want to go there and follow, I do post them on Wednesdays. Oops, I missed this week. Okay, but I will get it back doing it. Okay, anyway, aspects. Oh, yeah. In conjunct, semi-square, and I don't even really understand what these are. Sextile, nessus, conjunction. I might like this one better. Asteroids. Estrella. Hygienia. Palace. And it's funny how Iris, it's funny how all of this goes in together, because astrology is based off of the Greek myths. And if I'm not mistaken, the classical mythology oracle does touch on them as well. Okay. And this is the signs of the zodiac. And then into the planets. Oh, they do have Pluto as a planet. I'm amazed. Okay, so that's that. That's what these are. This is going to be interesting to figure out. So I'm going to have to not do any readings with these, but I do have cards here to do readings if anyone wants one. and we will move on to the other deck. I got my cryptid deck sitting here too, just waiting. Okay. And it comes with a nice proper book. Oh, yeah. Definitely Greek. Definitely Greek. Okay. But I love this. And this leads me into making an announcement. For those of you who didn't know, we just recently, let's see, in October, Rowan Temple of Fire, one of our sister covens, officially started. And so that was, Samhain, I think it was, that we went up there, and I elevated the priestess to a high priestess, so she is over that coven now. And this past week we added another priestess, and a new coven, Rowan Temple of Earth, and they are in the southern part, around Greenbrier County. And Rowan Temple of Fire is in the Parkersburg, Marietta area. Still have openings. We are accepting members. So anyway, the new priestess for Rowan Temple of Earth is Lady Artemis, and Artemis is the first card. That's what I need to say. Okay. Okay. It's got little stars on the inside of it, of the box. All right, so we have Artemis as number 1 card. Zeus, Hera, Athena, Apollo, Aphrodite, Hermes, Ares, Eros, Hades, Poseidon, Actaeon, Midas Touch, the Golden Fleece, Pandora's Box, Hero. Now these are oracle cards showing that they all have some sort of keywords. Leander, Medusa, the Trojan horse, Achilles, Nike, Pygmalion, Circe, Medea, Cassandra, Helen of Troy, Hypnos, Ancaris, Nemesis, I think, Narcissus, Nymphs, Harpies, the Siren Song, Gorgon's Reflection, Echo, Troy, Persephone. I'm going to try to do a reading with these. Demeter, Perseus, Scribe, Atlas, Orion, Minotaur, Centaur, Hercules, Gaia, Andromeda, Pan, the Fates, and Pegasus. Woo, golly. So, I'm going to try to do a reading with the Classical Mythology Oracle. All right, so since nobody has said they'll take the free reading, let's just do a collective one. Oh, crap. Sorry, America. First card up is Trojan horse. I don't have to say what I feel like that means is that why can't I get it to go clear? Anyway, the Trojan horse. But yeah, it says ingratitude, false kindness, and trickery. So we know what's coming. That's a warning. Do you ever have a deck that you read what it says or anything and then you're like, no, I can't read this, I can't be a part of this, this doesn't settle with me? I was really excited about this, but everybody's got their own opinion. Medusa, jealousy, envy, spitefulness, and backstabbers. Which, yes, it absolutely goes with the Trojan horse. But I have a problem with associating Medusa to any of that. I just don't feel like it's right. If you are um working on a relationship right now, let it go slow, because we got Leander. And Leander, it says dangerous love, risk taking, guiding light. This is a warning, and I feel like it comes through because of Mercury going into retrograde. You have to be careful with your communication and who you're talking to and how you're talking to them. It's not just what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. Because sometimes whenever you're, in the zone, it just doesn't, you know, it sometimes it just doesn't come out right. Oh, dang, we ain't got nothing good going on here. Okay, so this one, while it says hero, like, yeah, give me a Perseus, give me a Hercules, you know, whip it out of this deck. No, that's not what this says. It says waiting, romantic disappointment, and heartache. Look, we already know that, the Trojan horse, Medusa, um, saying that, there's jealousy, there's spitefulness there's dangerous love, and romantic disappointment and heartache now. So the path that you are on could very well be one of collapse. So I mean, there has not been one good freaking card out of the four that I've drawn. Not any good one at all. False kindness, envy, jealousy, risk taking, and romantic disappointment or heartache. I mean, it's not good. So anyway, ugh. For the collective, I just feel like we need to take a step back and watch the dynamite explode. 'Cause what are we gonna do if the dynamite explodes? We can't do anything except to make sure that we are out of the firing squad, that we're not there. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Um, but we have to make sure that whenever the dynamite is detonated, we're not getting hit by it. I have a question to any of you in TikTok land or YouTube. Have you? I have to take a break from these cards because that's pretty bad. That's just a bad time. Um, I have a friend that does Poshmark, and I will be advertising what we're doing. Um, Tiffany, would you like a reading? Hopefully yours would go better than what this general one did. So with the you can pick a regular tarot or the classical mythology oracle, which is what I just pulled. Okay, no problem, hon. Thank you. This is the, and I'm gonna laugh about it when I say it, the Illuminati Tarot. It's just really pretty. I thought the images were. Okay. All right. Thank you. So Amira, is that correct? Or Amira? Which one would you rather? Okay. All right. So the first card is actually the Queen of Wands. And yes, she is holding a cat there, but she is the queen of hobbies and fun and passion and excitement and, all the good red stuff. Um so even though they got her in green and gold, she does like having the power. She has a little bit of that fire energy in her. So I feel like that's a good representation of you. The next one is the Princess of Swords. And she is the equivalent of Page, if you have a regular deck, a regular Rider Waite deck. Yes. Um anyway, Princess of Swords is about bringing a message. So while you're good and you've got the power and you're, letting things click into place, I feel like the message is still there, that and it's coming through. What yet? I don't know. Temperance. Are you struggling to be between two things? Like having um having to make a decision, feeling pulled into directions you're trying to like juggle. And I don't feel like this is a relationship. It feels like it's a job. Yeah, struggling looking for a job in college, but I don't know if I want to go to the military. Okay. So I drew swords um for that. It's the Three of Swords. The card before that is the Strength. So with it being the Three of Swords, yes, that does represent heartbreak, but that's not the way that I'm looking at it. I'm looking at advancement. So, well, if you're deciding between a job and military, then the messenger and in these swords of action, I would say, yeah, right now doesn't feel like it's a good time for you to be in a relationship. No, and that doesn't work for you. So it's a good thing that he's an ex. But no, that doesn't. Good, good. So, so I feel like this has you. Okay, so what would you do in the military? Let's talk about that because wonderful. I feel like that was something that, an a father figure and you kind of worked with, kind of got you either that or a brother. I mean, an older male in your family. But I do feel like that's a good one. Hold on. The King of Pentacles is my stepdad and cousins are all mechanics. Yeah, yeah. And that's great. It absolutely wonderful. I love that for you. And the King of Pentacles, he is a representation of financial and, even home. So, honey, you would rock that. The first female mechanic in your family. You would totally rock that. I do. But anyway, the King of Pentacles definitely says that you're not afraid of hard work or pushing yourself. So, as far as that goes, I would. Okay, let's put one. Three of Cups. I feel like a celebration of that because that would be a grand celebration, and that's the Three of Cups. Cheers to that. Just for fun. Just for fun. Let's pull one of those Oracle. Did you see that one came out? Two did, actually. Pandora's Box and the Golden Fleece. Acquired wealth, risk, and work. And then remember the story of Pandora's Box, revelation, chaos, sorrow was in there, and then the last thing was hope. So don't let it feel like your journey that you're going on. Now, this is where I associate. Um, just because I am somewhat witchy, um, if you don't want to do this, maybe this will work out for somebody. But take a little strip of paper and write the word hope on it. And then on the other side of it, write what you want to walk into. Where do you want to go? What is your trajectory? What's your plans? And write that on the other side. Stick it in the bottom of your shoe underneath of the sole. If your insole comes out, stick it in there, put the insole back in, and then you're going to walk on that because you are literally walking into a new um a new situation that is hoping to be better than what you have. Hi, hun. Yes, it has been a long time. I do miss you all, and I wish I could s- be around you guys more. I'm glad it's helped. Well, you didn't say help. It resonates. I'm happy that it does. So I'm going to be back on a little bit more often and doing shows, but um the next time you can see me or anybody else, we're doing Pagan Day of Prayer on March 25th, and it will be live on our YouTube. And yeah, live on our YouTube, and we will have someone doing a sound bath, a no star ritual, um, and then other different types of. All right, hold on. I'll get to your question in a minute. Um, um, so we start at 9 o'clock in the morning. So 9, 12, 3, 6, and 9 p.m. all on the 25th. We stop in on those times, and I have a different person every time on there with me, which I'm getting really excited about. Their bios are going to be coming out soon. Um, I'll have it up on our website, Rowan Temple of Light. It's on Wix, is on the website. Um, all right. So let's look at that question. Okay, I'm going to tell you first thing that come to my head. Princess of Wands. This is the messenger of the wands. This is the one that's telling you, when you have passion and excitement and when you don't. And your question, I feel like if there is any getting back together, it's gonna be for a booty call and nothing else. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, I'll pull another card just to see what it says. So the Ten of Cups. Okay. So that does show happy family. Now the question is whether or not that's a happy family with him, or, you know, or someone else. Feel like whatever relationship is, you're in control of it. This is the High Priestess. She's the one that makes things happen. So if you are having any reservations at all, I would say it is time to move on from him, because if you move on from him, then you will have your happily ever after. That's what I'm getting, hon. So is it like you already knew that? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I say what I feel, and we go from there. So, mm, Troy. It says home conflict and boundaries. So make sure that you're setting the boundaries for yourself whenever you are dating and getting out there. Um, because you you know, lay that foundation out there right where it needs to be. And then you can just go from there. So I am going to stay on here for a few more minutes. Um, 8:58. Okay, yeah, I'll be off by 9. Um, you can find out about me. Okay, hon, you take care of yourself. If you need me, just send me a message. But I am High Priestess of Rowan Temple of Light, and we are doing Pagan Day of Prayer on March 25th. Um, 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 p.m. These are all Eastern Standard Time. And got some good ones. It is mostly clergy of Rowan Temple of Light, Rowan Temple of Fire, and Rowan Temple of Earth. Um, but we're all different. That's the thing that I love so much about us. We are all different, and we can still, have our beliefs. And just because I may not think the same as them, it doesn't mean that they're wrong. So we're all family. And that's what I love about, doing what I'm doing. This is what I'm focusing on this year, is building up Rowan Temple Blight. Um, Next year, hopefully we can fundraise enough to where we can put on an event and get our events back up and doing it. So this year, the only event that we're doing is Pagan Day of Prayer, and it's online completely. So you don't have to get out of your pajamas. I mean, it's a Tuesday, and if you got to be somewhere, you can always catch them on our YouTube, because that's where they'll be. Okay. Um, all right, everybody. Let's look at this book. Discover the wisdom contained in classical mythology in this beautiful oracle deck. The 50 cards of the oracle represent ancient Greek and Roman gods and goddesses, as well as figures from timeless classical myth. Find guidance and solace in the wisdom contained within the tale of these deities who suffer from the same follies and troubles that we humans do. Learn how their ancient world can provide answers to our modern questions about life. Okay. All right. Here's my chance. Okay. Demeter, Persephone. Who was it? It was Medusa. Wasn't it? That I was like, They gave him homegirl bad name. Jealousy, envious, spitefulness, backstabbers. Medusa is the most infamous of the three snake-haired gorgons, whose name has become synonymous with female spite and jealousy, and whose looks can kill. Look, okay, she was not. She was all for, women. It was not her fault that Poseidon did what he did to her. When this card turns up in reading, it's a sign that you have covert enemy who is working against you. They might not seem like an enemy on the surface and may even pretend to be caring friends or colleagues, but beneath the smiles and air kisses, there beats a heart filled with envy. This shall be evident in their behavior, which may include eye rolling, huffing, and puffing, or changing the subject whenever you have good news to share. That sounds like me as a teenager. Like, for sure. It was like me as a teenager, huffing and puffing and stomping and oh. The Medusa card signifies that you have attracted the stone eye gaze of the Gorgon, who wants to destroy you and all that you hold dear. Everything you have worked for will come under their scrutiny as they try to determine whether or not you actually deserve it. They will act covertly to begin with, undermining your achievements, hate, making barbed jokes about your success or whatever. Yeah. No area of your life, relationship, career, reputation, etc., will be safe from such monsters. Yeah. I know who the monster is. Okay. So yeah. I know who the monster is in this story. But anyway, these are an interesting, two very interesting decks that I will pull out and use occasionally. So, all right. Well, I've been on here for about an hour, and I've had some fun. So it's been great. If you want a reading or you're interested in me and what I do, go check out Lady Gwendolyn Healing .com for updates on Rowan Temple of Light and Sister Covens. Stay tuned to Rowan Temple of Light. That's a Wix site website, so you know you're finding the right one. All right, everybody. I love you. Good night and thank you.